Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so this is the final part of this story that I'm sharing with you guys. And I really hope that by me sharing this and the tools and the tricks and the tips and stuff like that, that maybe you guys can start to dream towards your big goals. Maybe you guys can really start to shift your mind frame, your mindset. If you're feeling stuck right now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like there's got to be more than this, yeah, that was where I was. And so I'm hoping that by sharing this, that you guys will find a little bit of tips and tricks, maybe something that'll help you move and motivate you to move forward and to find a different thing. And like I said at the beginning, I'm not necessarily preaching that everybody like packs up your life and moves across the world. Not necessarily. I mean, it's awesome. Do it if you want to. I mean, come down. I'm happy to like show you around and help you make a life down here, but that's not the point, right? You can make these little changes and these little shifts right in your own home, in your own space, and start to really reach towards massive goals that maybe you want, or, just make things better for yourself. So, episode 1, we talked about planting the seed of that big goal or that big dream or, whatever it is that you're trying to work towards. Episode 2, we talked about how to start to move towards it, how to have your faith in it, how to really begin to manifest that thing that you want, right? Today, I'm going to share with you a couple different things, but I want to start off by talking about how important it is that you understand that you are worthy of your big thing, okay? And this is something that came up many times, many triggered moments in the course of the last 10 years where I just felt like I'm not worth it, right? But guys, you're worth it. You absolutely are. If there's an idea or something that's been planted in your head, it's because you deserve it. You're worth it. It's for you. The universe isn't going to give you these ideas and then be like, but you're not worthy. You can't have that. You're not good enough for that. That's not how this works. Okay. So, shared with you the purple car story. How many of you have had a moment like that? How many of you have, and if you haven't heard the purple car story, either go read the blog or go back to the episode before this one. And I want to know how many of you have had those moments where you're like, give me a sign. And then you get the sign and you're like, but is that really the sign? Right? How many times have we done that? Like, I could share with you so many times where I'm like, I need a sign. This is happening, good, bad, or ugly. And it shows me. And then I'm like, but is it really? Is that really it? Are we for reals? So that I want to know. Share with me. Put a comment. Share. Tag me in social media. Do a Instagram story and tag me that you're sharing a time when you got a sign that you didn't believe right away, and second guessed the heck out of it. Right? Share with me. I want to know. So, okay. So we've moved. Right? We're here today. We're talking about we got there. Now what? Okay. Now, I had done a lot of research on this before because I'm a nerd. I research everything. I'd done a lot of research on this before we came down, that there's this letdown that can happen when you finally reach your goal, when you, like, if you've been striving for something for so long and then you reach it and you're like, this is it? No, what's been in my brain, in my heart, in my spirit for this long, and this is it? Fuck. Well, this isn't exactly what I wanted. This isn't exactly what I had pictured. So have I really reached it? There's this letdown that can happen. And I did so much research on this beforehand because I know I'm a person that sets these massive expectations around things. I know that I have these big ideals of what things should be, and that often I get that expectation letdown, right? I've had that happen many times over my life. And so I had done the research on, okay, I have this big goal. When I reach it, what happens if it's not exactly as I had planned? What do I do then? How do I navigate that? And I knew coming into this new country that it was going to pose challenges. I am used to things being done a certain way. Being in Canada, especially in Ottawa, things are like beep, 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 super fast, super like you want it, you can have it right now. I knew that that was going to change. Okay. So I knew that when I came into this space, I'd have to lower my expectations on how things get done. And I didn't realize how much lower, but nonetheless, I have learned that lesson now being here, that you just have to chill the fuck out. You can't force things down here. So, what do you do when you reach your goal? First of all, number one thing, guys, is gratitude. Write about all the aspects that you are grateful for that come along with you reaching that goal. All of them, whatever they are. I am so grateful for the sunshine. I am so grateful for the house. I am so grateful that we have a pool outside. I am so grateful that we found a barbecue in the backyard and we are cooking shit up on the daily and it's delicious, right? I am so grateful, because as soon as we focus on the things that didn't come to fruition or the expectations that we had that aren't exactly the way that we thought they would be, we can then shift into that letdown mind frame. So, gratitude. I know I talk about gratitude all the time, but I really do believe that gratitude is the way that we manifest everything in our lives. Okay. I really do believe that. And so you reached your big goal. You're going to be grateful for all the little things that come along with that big goal. And the thing is, when you reach your big goal, it doesn't mean that you're done reaching, right? So I'm here. I love it here. No, does that mean that I just sit here and then that's it? No. Part of my goal is to find community here. So I actively seek out community here. I'm still working on that, right? And part of my goal is to find, figure out a way to like grow my own things. So I started a garden yesterday, right? I'm working towards all these things. Yes, my big goal of getting here is accomplished. But what about the surrounding goals? What about the things, those ideas that came along with it? Like, I wanted to get here, but why? Because I wanted to be able to have my own garden 24/7, 365 days of the year. So I'm planting my garden. I wanted to find community of like-minded people. So I'm reaching out to find those community of like-minded people, right? So it doesn't just end when you reach your goal. And I think that's what a lot of people that have that letdown experience is, they get to the goal and they think, oh, it's done now. But it's shit. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. So when you're manifesting, like I said before, you're going to keep doing the underground work. You're going to keep doing the background work. You're going to keep working on your mind frame, working on your ideas around what it all is, okay? And that way you can really kind of navigate better when you reach that big goal. I'm curious, have you ever reached a goal and it's like exactly the opposite of what you wanted, right? So here's an example of a time where I thought I wanted something and then I reached it and I was like, I fucking hate this. So when we were trying to buy our house in Canada off our landlord, I needed a job, like a real job. They didn't consider, oh no, so this was actually not, we were selling our house in Canada, moving to Constance Bay. They didn't consider my self-employment status. And my husband was also self-employed. So I was like, I really wanted a corporate job. I thought that's going to solve all of our problems. Having a corporate job is going to be the best. I'm going to have a normal salary. I'm going to be able to budget. I'm going to have all these things. I just thought having a corporate job would be the best for us, right? For me, it was my big goal. So I did everything I possibly could to get into a space where I was making a salary in a corporate job. And then I got there and I hated it. I mean, I loved what I was doing, but I hated it at the same time. I hated the feeling of being tied to this schedule. I hated the feeling of knowing one of the big things. I knew that my hours were supposed to be 8 to 2, but I was never there just 8 to 2. I was there 8 to 6 because I needed to be there, and it was just horrible. I just hated it. It wasn't it wasn't even close to my expectation of it. So then I had to reevaluate that goal, right? Yes, it helped me get our house and what we wanted in that moment, but it definitely wasn't the long term. And that was okay because we're allowed to shift and to change our minds and to create something different. And, sometimes we reach those big goals and we're like, nope. We're allowed to shift. We're allowed to change. That's the beauty about being humans. We can change our minds all the time if we want, right? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I really don't have a long one for this one, which is probably nice after the really long ones before. But I just wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks. I am working on putting together some worksheets that are the tips and tricks that I use to help manifest and move us towards our big goals. In the meantime, the gratitude journal, both the 28-day strategy one, which aligns with your menstrual cycle, and the basic one. I took one. So there is one on there that is not connected to the menstrual cycle. It is just prompts to help you step into gratitude each and every morning. They are both available on Amazon in all marketplaces. Just go on and look up the 28-day strategy Victoria L, and you will find them. They are all there. They are a great resource if you're looking to start to shift your mind frame, to shift out of the chaos, the insanity, and start to find gratitude in each day, start to manifest the life of your dreams. If you're ready to make some big changes, but you don't know where to start, that is where you start. You start with that gratitude journal and you just use the prompts every single day without fail. Get on there and do that. So that is all for me for this series. I am going to be working on making sure that I show up here every week for a new episode. I am really grateful for you guys for, your patience and understanding as I took a good month and a bit off to get here. And thank you. I appreciate you guys more and more every single day. Have a super day. Sending you all love and kindness.